Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. This video is going to be a bit of a different reading than I've ever done before, and you're really going to want to use your discernment on this one because I am getting the download that this is only meant for a very rare group of souls. So this reading may only find a small group of people, but I also really wanted to get the message through for whoever will connect with this reading. So this message came through very spontaneously today. I was actually working on recording the vocals for my fourth song, which, by the way, I am a singer-songwriter. So in addition to doing these reading videos, I also channel through lyrics and through music. So if you would like to check out my music, my artist name is Songs by Infinity, and the first 3 of my songs are on Spotify, and the link to that is underneath this video. Spotify is the best place to follow me because you can read the lyrics for each of my songs, and it is also where songs tend to drop first. So if you follow me on Spotify, you will be the first to know when my 4th song is released. But while I was doing that vocal recording, a massive download came through. And the download is that for this rare group of souls, you are connecting in consciousness in the quantum realm with someone who is very powerful or who has some kind of status. Now, for some of you, this person could be a celebrity. They could be someone in the public eye. For others of you, this could be someone who has some level of status in your community or even in a spiritual sense. This could be someone with some kind of spiritual status. I'm not sure exactly how that status is going to translate, but the sense that I get is that in their own way, this is someone who holds some kind of power. And what I'm getting is that this is a person that you may have briefly come across or encountered through, for example, media, through maybe seeing them in passing in person. But I feel that however you've encountered them in the physical, it wasn't anything like crazy or mind-blowing. What I'm picking up is that when you encountered this person, it felt really normal. You may have felt some kind of a familiarity about them or a pull to them, but nothing crazy strong or anything like that. And that is why I'm getting this has been so surprising as you've started to notice that this person or this energy is showing up in your dreams or somehow forging this connection to you in the quantum realm. And I'm getting that for the very specific group of souls I'm tuning into here, this feels so strange that it's most likely something that you haven't spoken about with anyone. Now, I'm getting, again, this has very much surprised you because this isn't necessarily someone that really caught your attention all that much, but I'm getting that their soul, in essence, is forging some kind of connection to you in the quantum. And so through this reading video, we are going to channel into this dynamic because I really want to pick up on why this particular individual is either reaching out to you in the quantum realm or connecting with you, because I'm getting as well that you are really being guided at this time to respect the nature of this bond in the physical for what it is. So to respect this person's privacy, to respect their space. I feel that in the physical realm, you most likely don't necessarily interact with this person or interact with them much. But in the spiritual realm or in the quantum realm, I'm hearing like long conversations. Maybe you've dreamt of like having really long, in-depth conversations with this person, or you've felt that that's kind of ongoing on this higher self level while you are in a meditation or throughout the day. And again, I just feel that there is some kind of exchange of energy taking place here. So I'm going to go deeper into what the meaning is of this, because I feel that it could actually hold different meanings for different groups of people. So I'm getting that, first of all, for some of you, you are actually activating something within this person simply through your interaction with them in the astral or in the quantum. I'm hearing at times we can meet people in the quantum realm or in the astral realm that we may not necessarily ever interact with in our waking daily lives. And yet, through those quantum interactions, we can exchange information or conversation that can actually play some kind of positive role in both of our lives. There can be this sort of exchange of energy that takes place in the quantum through those astral realm meetings. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards here just to see what the meaning of this is. Again, I feel that for different people, this will hold different meanings. So for some of you, this person has a lot of pressure on them at the moment because they are very heavily in the public eye in some way. And I'm getting that their soul is reaching out to you in the quantum to receive some kind of astral level support from you. So again, this isn't someone that you'd be interacting with during the day or in your waking daily life, but they are receiving some kind of energetic support from you because they are in some sort of high pressure position. Now, for others of you, I'm getting that this is a familiar soul to you. So this is someone who is actually part of your soul's family in some way. You actually have a very similar frequency to this person beneath the surface. Your souls are a similar frequency. And so you may have actually come across them through media or in person or however you became aware of them. Because even though your souls may not have a level of interaction in your waking daily lives, you are exchanging something subconsciously through these astral realm meetings that is really beneficial to the both of you. And I just keep getting that it's very mutually supportive. I feel that both you and this individual are both very much a loner type, although I'm getting you may be someone who holds your status in the spiritual realm. So you are, in essence, kind of like a spiritual celebrity in a sense. I know it's kind of a funny way of saying it, but essentially you hold a very rare energy spiritually, and you've attained a kind of spiritual status where when you walk in the room, people recognize your frequency and your energy, even if you're not in the public eye or a public figure in this physical 3D world. Whereas this other person involved seems to be coming at things from the other side of the equation. So they seem to actually be very much in the public facing sphere of things. I'm getting you are someone who really values your space, your time, your privacy, and so you've opted to be more of this kind of like spiritual celebrity working behind the scenes, having this rare frequency and energy that people do feel, where your energy work is very real, but where you aren't necessarily thrust into the 3D spotlight. And yet you are still sharing a very similar frequency to many people that we would consider to have some kind of spiritual status or physical status who are more in the public eye. So at times things like this may happen where you are exchanging energy in the quantum with someone who holds a lot more visibility in the physical world and a higher degree of status just physically, but they are gaining some kind of support or stability from you since you are able to more easily stabilize yourself being outside of that limelight that can be so overwhelming. So I'm getting that this isn't the first time that something like this has happened to you, and that, and in fact, in many ways, you subconsciously support many people who are in the public eye by being this source of stability within yourself, even though you are not. That's kind of like what I'm picking up on here. And again, I know this sounds really strange if this isn't something that relates to you, if this isn't something that you're living. I get that this is only going to connect with a small group of people, but I know that if this is for you, it's going to help to provide you answers for something that you've probably been feeling or thinking within yourself, but not really fully understood. So I'm getting that for others of you, this person, and this would be for those of you who actually do have some kind of personal connection to this powerful person. So this is someone that you know or that you've met or interacted with in some way in real life. I'm getting that in some cases, this is a person who very much may have their eye on you. Again, this won't be for everyone, because for many of you, this may just be someone that you are subconsciously connecting with and stabilizing. For others of you, this may be someone who spiritually has their eye on you, but maybe not yet in a conscious way. So this may be someone whose higher self is very much connected to you, and it may be on your life path to meet at some point down the road. So I'm hearing truth speakers. I feel that you and this individual are both very much truth speakers in some way, or you emanate this frequency of truth. And this is someone who, again, is very, very visible. And so they may be getting a lot of backlash for emanating or speaking their own truth. And you are subconsciously kind of being this source of stability for them, since you have a similar core soul frequency. Now, of course, I'm not saying that this has a romantic undertone. It very much feels like this could be someone that is part of your soul family, like your soul tribe in a way. So there's for most of you, a very platonic kind of undertone, but it feels almost like family on a soul or spiritual level. So can I get any other information? Yeah, I am picking up a lot of messages just around you in general, how you are like this spiritual celebrity. That's the best way I can find to describe it, where your energy is very rare, where you carry a very, very high frequency. And I'm actually getting that for many of the souls I'm speaking to here, you may have had the option or the choice in this life to be more in the spotlight or more in the limelight, because I'm getting that from a young age, you always knew that you were destined for something very powerful. When you were younger, you may have always just thought that you were going to be famous or in the public eye in some way. And again, I feel there was a pathway for you to do that. And for some of you listening, maybe you did go down that route. But for most of you, I'm picking up that you opted to live a more private, quiet, peaceful life where you could focus more easily on your internal world, on the people closest to you, on cultivating this beautiful energy within yourself. But that doesn't make the energy that you share any less powerful, rare, or magnetic. So the best way I can describe it is it's almost like you have the energy of someone who's in the spotlight or the public eye. You have that rare kind of frequency that makes people notice you, that makes people wonder who you are. And yet you may not literally be in the public eye, even though that has been a potential life path for you. I'm getting, even at this point, that could be something that you choose to do, because I'm hearing you have a lot of star power. There's something about your energy that makes people look, that makes people notice you. And so if you did desire to be more in the public eye or to be in the spotlight, I'm getting that you could garner a lot of attention, a lot of support, a lot of success in that direction. But I'm also picking up, and I keep seeing something about your eyes. Maybe you have really mesmerizing eyes, or people tell you that your eyes are captivating or interesting, or people get lost in your eyes or something like that. But this is actually because people are getting lost in your spirit, because while people refer to your eyes as beautiful or mesmerizing, what they don't realize is the eyes are the windows to the soul. And so what they are really feeling mesmerized by when they feel mesmerized by your eyes is actually your spirit. It's your soul, because the eyes quite literally are one of those physical portals in the body where we can really strongly emanate that energy of our souls. And so there is something about your eyes that carry this I'm just hearing star power, this ability to mesmerize other people, but it's because it's your beautiful spirit that is showing through. And again, I keep picking up, you've had chances or life paths in the past, whether you were fully aware of them or just kind of had a sense of them, where you could have chosen to be famous or to be in the public eye. And I feel that on some level, your soul may have chosen a different path, chosen a more quiet life or a more peaceful existence, so that you could actually explore your inner world on a deeper level, so you could really explore the cosmos, or your own spirituality. But I'm getting that this pathway to fame is opening back up for you as well. So if that is something that you desire, if you do choose to be in the public eye, which of course that choice is completely up to you, I'm getting that you could really thrive and succeed in that direction as well, but that it's not necessary to your purpose. That's what I'm picking up on here very strongly. So I'm getting that you are a high priestess energy for many people, and that could be part of what's happening here with this powerful person who is connecting with you spiritually. I keep picking up on the two of you talking, or there being very long conversations. So if this reading is for you, you've probably dreamt that you are talking to this person for a very long period of time, like a deep conversation, but you may not remember the specifics of that conversation. And what I'm getting, again, this is getting so specific, but I guess that really is the purpose of these mini readings outside of the main collective readings, because I'm able to dive deeper into things like this. But what I'm getting is that you are supporting each other in a sense. It's funny because I got at first that you are supporting this person, and that's very much true. You are subconsciously, energetically supporting and stabilizing them because they are very much in the public eye, very visible, very like susceptible to a lot of information or energy, evil eye, those kinds of things that come at them because of how visible they are. But I'm getting that they are actually helping you some way in return. So what I'm picking up on here is that I'm hearing insomnia. So maybe one of you or both of you has insomnia, but I'm getting that you are actually being supported by this person in a way as well. I'm hearing yin yang, maybe like you are the same on a core level, but you are maybe sharing your gifts in ways that look opposite on the surface. I don't know. For some of you, I'm getting that this person is more logical and you are more creative and spiritual in nature. This person may be someone who is more of a skeptic and you are more of a mystic. This may be someone who is more of I'm hearing someone who might embody more of like the shadow or the dark or unconscious traits. And you are someone who embodies like more of the light traits. But I actually feel that you are somehow exchanging something with each other and you are activating each other's like opposite here, but it's because at the core you share the same frequency. And that's how this mutual activation is working, because it has that foundation of the fact that the two of you on a soul level are actually the same. There's this like mutual understanding between you, even though you are very, very different on the surface. And so what I'm getting is that this person, what they are activating within you is, I feel that they are showing you the ropes of something. I feel like they are training you into something, but you're showing them the ropes of something as well. Again, it's like very mutual here. I'm getting that you may have actually asked the universe recently for support when it comes to manifesting something in your life. So maybe you have decided that you want to be more visible, or you want to attain a different level of growth or success or something of that nature. And I feel that in response, it's like you've been connected in consciousness in the quantum realm. And again, that connection may never manifest itself physically. And I'm getting very strongly, you are not meant to be pushing that into place or like contacting this person or anything like that, because if that does occur, it's meant to happen naturally or to be that person reaching out to you. Otherwise, this connection is just meant to be this pure consciousness, this meeting in the astral that's activating both of you. That's what makes it so unique, but also very delicate to talk about. I saw the number 1919. So we may look that up in a second because that may be significant for you. But what I'm getting is that this person is subconsciously showing you the ropes to achieve or to manifest or to do something in the physical that you've been wanting to do. I'm hearing to materialize more of your creativity or your spirituality, or to get more recognition or success or notice in public for all of the work that you've been doing privately and internally within yourself. And so for example, when you dream of long conversations with this person or have a sense that you were with them or connecting with them through a dream or in the astral realm, you may find that you wake up and suddenly feel more motivated, more energized. You suddenly have these new ideas flowing to you about how you want to take action towards your goals or how you want to materialize your gifts. I really feel a lot of like feminine versus masculine energy here, because I feel you are the feminine and this masculine is activating your internal masculine, the part of you that is more disciplined, more like self-focused, more able to create this regiment and like this structure around your goals and around your dreams to make meaningful progress in those directions. So you may wake up feeling very inspired and motivated in that direction. But then on the reverse, I feel you are showing this masculine. And again, I'm using these labels masculine and feminine, but for the purposes of these readings, these are not meant to necessarily connect with particular genders. They are related to energy dynamics. And I believe that we all have both the masculine and feminine energy within us internally. So take those labels however they resonate. I'm just getting very strongly that for many of you listening, you are the divine feminine, and this powerful person that you are connecting with in the astral or in the quantum is a masculine. But I'm getting that you are activating their internal feminine. So it's like you are somehow, I'm hearing softening their edges. You are bringing out more of their creative side. You're almost being like this metaphoric high priestess for this masculine, connecting them more with the spirituality that they may have been very skeptical about or even critical of in the past. And so I feel that you are kind of this yin yang dynamic together where you are balancing each other out or activating each other, or somehow the universe is using the both of you to balance out the other's opposite aspect. So it's like you are helping to balance their masculine with their internal feminine, and they are helping you balance your feminine with your internal masculine. So I'm going to pull a few more cards on this situation. I know that this reading has been a very rare one. I'm so curious who this connects with. So leave me a comment if anything here relates for you. We're going to pull more cards related to the meaning of what is going on here. But first, if this is connecting for you, I have a subliminal that I would really recommend for you. I feel like it was almost just made for you, because the whole time I was channeling, I kept thinking about my quantum connection subliminal, because this subliminal is specifically designed. It feels like, again, like it was made for this reading, because it's specifically designed to help you to connect in consciousness in the quantum realm with the people, the other consciousnesses, the beings who will support and uplift you on your path, who are deeply aligned with you on a core soul level. And not only that, but it is meant to help you manifest more of those quantum connections in your physical waking life as well, to have more of those beautiful, meaningful, but also very serendipitous moments of connection with people who are also very deeply aligned with your soul, which is so in line with everything we've been talking about here. There have been times where I have listened to this subliminal once and even forgotten that it was on my playlist. And then later that day, I had the most crazy, random, but deeply spiritually meaningful interaction with someone, or I met someone new that I really connected with in like a spiritual way. And then I realized that I'd been listening to this subliminal earlier. So I would love to know how it works for you. And you can try it free when you create a free trial account in my app. My Subliminals app is Sound and Soulful. And as you can see on the screen, in this app, I have over 130 subliminals for essentially every area of life. There are subliminals for pretty much anything you would want to manifest in your life when it comes to money, business, appearance, relationships, and so many other things as well. And when you do find subliminals that resonate with your personal goals and desires, you can listen in 10 different background sound options. You can even create your own custom private playlists. And you can create an unlimited number of playlists. I wanted this app to be unlimited, just like you. So I'm so passionate about sharing it with all of you. And there are so many reviews in the app stores from people who are using these subliminals to manifest so quickly and to magnetize themselves for their desires in life and seeing such profound results. So I would love for you to get those same results in your own life. And again, the link to sign up for free is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. So let's go ahead and pull some cards and talk about the potential meaning or anything else that kind of fell through the cracks of the reading that wants to come up here. Okay, so right away, I feel as though I'm hearing struggling behind the scenes. I feel that this masculine may put on a very strong exterior, but they are struggling behind the scenes. Specifically, this feels like someone who had something fall apart recently. Very much of a loner energy coming through, by the way. But I'm hearing they're a loner because they're a truth teller. Because this is someone who does not compromise on the energy of their own truth. I hear that you two actually had very similar backgrounds, and maybe that's something that already caught your attention about this person, because you may have discovered just through getting to know them or in passing or hearing about them that they have similar things or stories or situations from their past as you. I'm getting very, very strong parallel life paths here. But I'm picking up that this is someone who has recently been disconnected from something. I feel this has something to do with their interpersonal relationships. This could be a falling out with a friend. This could be family members. This could be a divorce or a breakup of some kind. But I'm also getting that this is someone who feels romantically very hopeless in a way. This is someone who may not ever admit it, but they feel as though they're never really going to find their person. Now, I have to say, I know this isn't romantic for all of you, but in the cases that it is romantic, I feel almost like this is one of those situations where maybe you're manifesting each other, because that's what I kept picking up on here. It's like you've been manifesting each other, but you don't even realize it yet. But again, if that is the case, I am also feeling guided to say, especially if this person is in the public eye, to respect their space, their privacy, their timing, all of those things. And I feel very guided to also say that if this is meant to be a physically manifested connection, this person will be the one, the masculine here would be the one to make the move to come towards you, or there would be an organic way that the two of you meet in the physical. It wouldn't be something forced. That's what I'm getting very strongly here, because it's also possible that this person represents an energy that is going to be showing up in your life later on down the line, but in a different physical form. So it's like the two of you interacting in consciousness may actually be balancing both of you out to prepare you to actually meet in material form in the physical world, a masculine who may not necessarily be this specific person, but who will carry the essence of a lot of what that person represents, if that makes sense. But in either case, I do feel that there is this mutual balancing out of your inner masculines and feminines with each other, that it's happening in consciousness. Something about this does feel very secretive. I feel this may make you feel kind of like you're going crazy. So most likely you wouldn't have spoken about this with anyone because it just feels so strange or so outlandish. But it is something very meaningful that's just happening in consciousness here. Yeah, I feel that this person is actually going through an ego death or a transformation behind the scenes that they haven't been public about, that no one really knows about. I really feel like this is someone who is awakening spiritually. And I keep hearing there's like this softening of their energy. So this may be someone who's had kind of like a harsh or intense energy in the past, like a very heavily masculine, maybe even at times a little bit of a wounded masculine in just how skeptical or strictly logical focused they would be. But I'm getting that they are having their edges softened here, but they haven't necessarily been public with this. And so I feel like connecting with your high priestess energy in the quantum realm, in the astral realm, is like softening this person's internal feminine. It's helping them to integrate more of that internally, but also it's supporting them through this very intense transformation that they are undergoing. Yeah, I very much feel that the two of you are both at this crossroads, but I'm hearing that in order to move forward from the crossroads, you're both integrating more of your opposite aspects. So for you, you're integrating more of your inner masculine. You're becoming more like focused or structured when it comes to your goals. This person is becoming more like soft in terms of their emotions, being more in tune with their intuition, which I feel they've had blocked off for quite some time, tapping more into their spiritual side. So Wow, very fascinating reading coming through here. This is definitely a new one for me. I don't know who this is going to be for. I know this is only going to connect with a small number of people, but hopefully if this is for you, it helped you to make sense of something that you are going through or experiencing in your own life. If so, I would love to hear from you in the comments section. Otherwise, I am sending you all huge amounts of love. Have a beautiful remainder of your day. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. Join our beautiful community here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. You can check out my music on Spotify under my artist name, Songs by Infinity. And if you do want to utilize my quantum connection subliminal to manifest more real, waking, daily interaction with people who are deeply aligned with your soul, then the link to get my Subliminals app is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Otherwise, I am sending you all so much love, and I will connect with you here again in the next reading.